To be a jack of all trades. To have a wide range of skills or abilities, often in various fields or areas of expertise. Describing someone who is versatile or adaptable, able to perform different tasks or roles competently. The handyman is a jack of all trades, able to fix plumbing, electrical, and carpentry issues. As a freelancer, she enjoys being a jack of all trades, taking on diverse projects that utilize her skills. As a small business owner, he has to be a jack of all trades, handling everything from accounting to customer service. He's a jack of all trades when it comes to technology, proficient in coding, graphic design, and troubleshooting. In her role as a personal assistant, she's become a jack of all trades, supporting her boss in various tasks. To be at the top of one's game. To be performing at one's highest level of skill, ability, or success in a particular field or profession. Describing someone who is excelling or achieving great success in their career or endeavors. After years of training, he's finally at the top of his game as a professional athlete. The musician is at the top of her game, releasing hit after hit and winning awards. As a chef, he's constantly pushing himself to stay at the top of his game, experimenting with new recipes and techniques. In the competitive world of finance, it's essential to stay at the top of your game to succeed. After earning her MBA, she's ready to enter the business world and be at the top of her game. To be the glue that holds something together. To be the central or essential element that maintains cohesion, unity, or stability within a group or organization. Describing someone who plays a vital role in keeping things organized, connected, or functioning smoothly. The captain is the glue that holds the team together on the field, motivating players and fostering teamwork. The administrative assistant is the glue that holds the office together, managing schedules, meetings, and communications. In times of crisis, strong leadership can be the glue that holds a community together, providing direction and support. As the project manager, she is the glue that holds the team together, coordinating tasks and keeping everyone on track. In a large family, the grandmother is often the glue that holds everyone together, organizing gatherings and providing support. To be at the helm. To be in a position of leadership or control, often at the forefront of decision-making or direction. Describing someone who is responsible for guiding or steering a project, organization, or initiative. As the CEO, she's at the helm of the company, steering its growth and strategy. The captain is at the helm of the ship, navigating through rough waters. The team looks to their coach to be at the helm during crucial moments of the game. During the crisis, the mayor was at the helm, coordinating the city's response. As the director, she's at the helm of the production, overseeing every aspect of the film. To be in one's element. To be in a situation or environment where one feels comfortable, confident, or capable of performing at their best. Describing someone who is thriving or excelling in a particular role, task, or setting. As a chef, he's in his element in the kitchen, creating culinary masterpieces with ease. On stage, the actor is in his element, captivating the audience with his performance. As a teacher, she's in her element when she's in front of a classroom, inspiring her students. In the laboratory, the scientist is in her element, conducting experiments and making discoveries. In the courtroom, the lawyer is in her element, skillfully presenting her case to the jury. To dig deep. To conduct thorough research or investigation, often delving into complex or obscure sources of information. To explore deeply or extensively into a subject or topic. The detective had to dig deep to unravel the mystery surrounding the crime. To write a comprehensive report, you have to dig deep into the literature. The researchers dug deep into the data to find patterns and correlations. In order to understand the issue fully, we need to dig deep into its historical context. The journalists dug deep into the archives to uncover the truth about the scandal. To leave no stone unturned. To make every possible effort to find or achieve something, leaving nothing overlooked or unexplored. To search thoroughly and exhaustively, exploring all avenues or possibilities. In preparation for the exam, she left no stone unturned in reviewing the material. We will leave no stone unturned in our quest for the truth. The team left no stone unturned in their efforts to win the championship. To solve the problem, we must leave no stone unturned in our analysis. The investigators promised to leave no stone unturned in their search for the missing child. To get to the bottom of something. To investigate thoroughly in order to uncover the truth or underlying cause of a situation or problem. To delve deeply into a matter to understand its fundamental aspects or origins. The committee was tasked with getting to the bottom of the corruption scandal. It took years of research to get to the bottom of the medical mystery. Let's get to the bottom of why this project is falling behind schedule. The detective was determined to get to the bottom of the mysterious disappearance. We need to get to the bottom of this issue before it escalates further. To follow a paper trail. To investigate or track a sequence of documents or records, typically to uncover information or verify facts. To examine paperwork or documentation in order to trace a sequence of events or transactions. The auditor followed a paper trail to uncover the financial irregularities. To understand the company's history, we followed a paper trail of contracts and agreements. The historian followed a paper trail of letters and diaries to reconstruct the past. The journalist followed a paper trail to expose the corruption within the government. To investigate the crime, the detective followed a paper trail of bank statements and receipts. To do one's homework. To thoroughly prepare for a task or assignment by gathering information or doing research. To study or research a subject in advance, especially in preparation for a meeting, presentation, or project. To succeed in the interview, you need to do your homework on the company and its competitors. Before investing in stocks, it's important to do your homework and research the companies. The students did their homework and came to class ready to discuss the assigned readings. The lawyer did her homework before going to trial, gathering evidence and preparing arguments. She did her homework before negotiating the contract, so she knew the market value of the product. To test the waters. To explore or assess a situation cautiously before committing fully. To gather information or gauge reactions before making a decision. To conduct a preliminary investigation or trial in order to determine the feasibility or desirability of a course of action. The researchers tested the waters by conducting a small-scale experiment to validate their hypothesis. Before launching the product, they decided to test the waters with a small focus group. The politician tested the waters with a series of public appearances to gauge voter sentiment. Before investing in the new technology, they decided to test the waters with a pilot project. The company tested the waters by releasing a beta version of the software to gather user feedback. To go down the rabbit hole. To become deeply involved in a complex or confusing situation, often to the point of losing track of time or purpose. To delve into a subject or topic that leads to unexpected or convoluted discoveries or discussions. The conversation went down the rabbit hole of philosophical debate, and we forgot the original topic. Be careful not to go down the rabbit hole of online forums. It's easy to get lost in misinformation. She warned him not to go down the rabbit hole of internet research, as it can be addictive. Once I started researching conspiracy theories, I went down the rabbit hole and lost track of time. I went down the rabbit hole of researching my family history and discovered some surprising ancestors. To conduct a literature review. To systematically search, evaluate, and synthesize existing literature on a specific topic or research question. To review and analyze scholarly articles, books, and other sources to identify gaps, trends, and themes relevant to the research. The quality of a literature review can greatly impact the validity and credibility of a research study. The researcher spent months conducting a literature review before designing their study. Before starting her research project, she conducted a comprehensive literature review to understand the current state of knowledge. The literature review revealed conflicting findings, prompting the researchers to conduct further investigation. The professor asked the students to conduct a literature review as part of their research proposal. To turn over every stone. To search thoroughly or exhaustively, leaving no possibility unexplored. To investigate every aspect or option in order to uncover information or solutions. The detective turned over every stone in the investigation, leaving no lead unexplored. When faced with a problem, it's important to turn over every stone to find the best solution. In order to solve the mystery, they turned over every stone, examining every clue and witness. To find the right candidate for the job, they turned over every stone in the hiring process. The scientists turned over every stone in the lab, looking for any evidence of contamination. To toe the line. To conform to rules, regulations, or expectations, often without deviation or disobedience. Describing the act of adhering strictly to established guidelines or standards. In an authoritarian regime, citizens are expected to toe the line or face severe consequences. The company's employees are expected to toe the line and adhere to the company's code of conduct. In a hierarchical organization, junior members are expected to toe the line and follow the directives of their superiors. As a member of the military, it's crucial to toe the line and follow orders without question. Political dissidents often face repercussions for refusing to toe the line of government ideology. To be in the driver's seat. To be in control or in charge of a situation, project, or endeavor, especially pertaining to governance or leadership. Describing someone who holds significant authority or influence over decision-making processes. After winning the election, the new president is in the driver's seat of the country's future. With his vast experience, the seasoned diplomat is in the driver's seat of negotiations between the two countries. In a democratic society, citizens are ultimately in the driver's seat, holding the power to elect their leaders. As the CEO, she's in the driver's seat of the company, guiding its strategic direction. During times of crisis, it's essential for leaders to be in the driver's seat and provide decisive leadership. To play by the book. To adhere strictly to established rules, procedures, or guidelines, without deviation or improvisation. Describing the act of following protocols or regulations meticulously and without exception. In a competitive environment, it's tempting to cut corners, but it's best to play by the book to maintain integrity. The accountant always plays by the book, ensuring that financial records are accurate and compliant with regulations. As a referee, It's important to play by the book and enforce the rules of the game impartially. In a court of law, it's crucial for all parties to play by the book to ensure a fair trial. The police officer faced disciplinary action for failing to play by the book during the arrest. To call the shots. To make important decisions or exert control over a situation, often with authority or influence. Describing someone who holds the power or autonomy to determine outcomes or courses of action. In a dictatorship, the dictator calls the shots and dictates the direction of the country. During the negotiation, it was clear that she was calling the shots and setting the terms. The team captain calls the shots on the field, directing plays and strategies during the game. As the CEO, he calls the shots on major business decisions. In a democracy, elected representatives are entrusted to call the shots on behalf of their constituents. To be on the same page. To be in agreement or understanding with others, especially regarding goals, plans, or expectations. Describing a state of harmony or alignment in thoughts, intentions, or actions among individuals or groups. In a classroom setting, it's important for students and teachers to be on the same page regarding learning objectives. The success of the peace talks depended on both sides being on the same page regarding ceasefire terms. Before proceeding with the project, it's essential for everyone to be on the same page about timelines and objectives. For a coalition government to function effectively, all parties must be on the same page regarding key policies. For a diplomatic mission to succeed, diplomats from different countries must be on the same page regarding negotiation strategies. To keep one's cards close to one's chest. To be secretive or cautious about revealing one's intentions, plans, or strategies. Describing the act of maintaining confidentiality or discretion in decision-making or negotiations. During the election campaign, the candidate kept his cards close to his chest regarding his policy proposals. In diplomatic negotiations, it's common for both parties to keep their cards close to their chests until a deal is reached. The CEO is known for keeping her cards close to her chest, making strategic decisions behind closed doors. When playing poker, it's essential to keep your cards close to your chest to prevent opponents from guessing your hand. To maintain a competitive advantage, companies often keep their cards close to their chests regarding upcoming product releases. To play second fiddle. To occupy a subordinate or supporting role, typically to someone more prominent or influential. Describing the act of playing a lesser or auxiliary part in a situation or endeavor. The deputy mayor is accustomed to playing second fiddle to the mayor in public appearances and policy decisions. In a hierarchical organization, junior employees may find themselves playing second fiddle to senior executives. In a band, the bassist often plays second fiddle to the lead guitarist or vocalist in terms of visibility and recognition. As the assistant coach, she's used to playing second fiddle to the head coach in shaping team strategy and tactics. As the vice president, he often felt like he was playing second fiddle to the president's decisions. To throw one's weight around. To assert one's authority or influence in a forceful or domineering manner. Describing the act of using power or status to intimidate or control others. During the negotiation, the larger country attempted to throw its weight around to sway the outcome in its favor. The dictator was known for throwing his weight around, suppressing dissent and opposition. In a corporate environment, some managers may resort to throwing their weight around to assert control over subordinates. The wealthy businessman often throws his weight around in social circles, expecting special treatment and privileges. In a group project, it's counterproductive for one team member to throw their weight around and dominate decision-making. To play hardball. To engage in aggressive or uncompromising tactics, especially in negotiations or disputes. Describing the act of pursuing one's interests forcefully or assertively, without hesitation or leniency. When it comes to contract negotiations, it's essential to play hardball to secure the best terms for your client. The union leadership decided to play hardball with management to demand better wages and working conditions. In business negotiations, it's common for competitors to play hardball to gain an advantage in the marketplace. In politics, candidates often play hardball during election campaigns, attacking opponents and highlighting weaknesses. During the labor strike, both sides played hardball, resulting in protracted negotiations and concessions. Birds of a feather flock together. People with similar interests, characteristics, or backgrounds tend to associate or group together, describing the tendency for individuals to form social connections with others who are like-minded or similar to themselves. In high school, the athletes always hung out together, birds of a feather flock together. It's not surprising that they became close friends, birds of a feather flock together. At the conference, scientists from different countries bonded quickly, birds of a feather flock together. In a competitive industry, professionals often network with others in the same field, birds of a feather flock together. In politics, politicians often form alliances with colleagues who share the same ideologies, birds of a feather flock together. Cut from the same cloth. To share similar traits, characteristics, or qualities, describing individuals who have a common background, upbringing, or set of values. As teammates, they are cut from the same cloth. They both prioritize teamwork and dedication. Despite coming from different cultural backgrounds, they discovered they were cut from the same cloth in terms of their ambitions and aspirations. The siblings are cut from the same cloth. They both have a strong work ethic inherited from their parents. The twins are cut from the same cloth. They often finish each other's sentences and share the same interests. The two friends are cut from the same cloth. They share the same sense of humor and values. In the same boat. Facing the same situation or predicament. Describing individuals who are in similar circumstances or facing similar challenges. During the recession, many families were in the same boat, struggling to make ends meet. In a competitive market, small businesses are often in the same boat, trying to stay afloat amidst larger competitors. When the company faced layoffs, employees realized they were all in the same boat, fearing for their jobs. After the storm, the entire neighborhood was in the same boat, dealing with power outages and property damage. As first-year students, they were all in the same boat, adjusting to college life and academic demands. On the same wavelength, in agreement or harmony with someone else's thoughts, feelings, or ideas. Describing individuals who share a similar understanding or perspective on a particular issue. As business partners, they are always on the same wavelength, anticipating each other's decisions and actions. As collaborators, they're on the same wavelength creatively, producing innovative ideas and solutions. In a successful relationship, partners often find themselves on the same wavelength, intuitively understanding each other's needs and desires. We've been friends for years. We're always on the same wavelength. During the meeting, it was clear that they were on the same wavelength, agreeing on the proposed changes. 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Describing a situation where two alternatives or options are essentially the same or have similar outcomes. indicating that there is little practical difference between two choices. Buying a new car or repairing the old one will cost about the same. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. Staying in or going out tonight. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We'll have a good time either way. Whether we take the highway or back roads, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We'll get there at the same time. Whether we paint the walls blue or green, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. They're both nice colors. We can go to the restaurant across the street or the one downtown. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. To be singing from the same hymn sheet. To share the same opinions, viewpoints, or perspectives on a particular issue or topic. Describing individuals or groups who are in agreement or alignment regarding a course of action or belief. For the merger to proceed smoothly, both companies must be singing from the same hymn sheet in terms of their objectives and strategies. In a successful partnership, both parties are singing from the same hymn sheet when it comes to their long-term goals and values. The members of the committee need to be singing from the same hymn sheet to reach a consensus on the proposed policy changes. During the team meeting, it was evident that everyone was singing from the same hymn sheet regarding the project timeline. In order to negotiate effectively, both sides need to be singing from the same hymn sheet. To be on the same page. To be in agreement or understanding with others, especially regarding goals, plans, or expectations. Describing a state of harmony or alignment in thoughts, intentions, or actions among individuals or groups. Before proceeding with the project, it's essential for everyone to be on the same page about timelines and objectives. For a coalition government to function effectively, all parties must be on the same page regarding key policies. For a diplomatic mission to succeed, diplomats from different countries must be on the same page regarding negotiation strategies. The success of the peace talks depended on both sides being on the same page regarding ceasefire terms. In a classroom setting, it's important for students and teachers to be on the same page regarding learning objectives. To see eye to eye. To agree or share the same opinion or viewpoint with someone else. Describing a situation where individuals have mutual understanding or compatibility in their perspectives. In a healthy relationship, partners often see eye to eye on fundamental values and priorities. It's difficult to work together when you don't see eye to eye with your colleagues. For the project to succeed, the team members need to see eye to eye on the proposed strategy. Despite their differences, they always manage to see eye to eye on important matters. As siblings, they rarely see eye to eye, but they always support each other when it counts. You can find playlists for various languages in the video description. To practice the vocabulary, you are encouraged to explore our various apps. Links to these are also included in the description. If you found something new or interesting, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section and provide your valuable feedback. And please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more educational content.